real quick. Now, here's the deal, okay? Basically, Donald Trump has officially and just recently nominated their individual that's going to be leading the Social Security Administration as the president of the SSA, or as you want to use their proper terminology, the commissioner of the Social Security Administration. Commissioner Martin O'Malley, which did a really great job, picked by Biden. He was the second pick by Biden. First, it was Commissioner Kijikazi, who replaced Saul. Then Commissioner Kijikazi was replaced by Commissioner Martin O'Malley. Martin O'Malley, who just stepped down at the end of November, was replaced by Carolyn Colvin. And Carolyn Colvin will be replaced if the Senate does their thing, if they go through the nomination process, by Frank Bisignano. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. Bisignano. I'm not sure. It's all new, very new. I don't know the guy. It is easier likely to pronounce his name than Kijikazi, but still, I don't. Maybe it's Bisignano. That's what I'm going to go with. We'll change it later. Frank Bisignano, as commissioner of the Social Security Administration. Here we go. This is from the Times of India. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump picked Fiserv CEO Frank Bisignano to head the Social Security Administration on Wednesday. Quote, I am very pleased to nominate Frank Bisignano to serve as the commissioner of the Social Security Administration. Frank is a business leader with a tremendous track record of transforming large corporations. He will be responsible to deliver on the agency's commitment to the American people for generations to come, Trump said in a post on Truth Social. So just to solidify, verify, etc., this is basically the CEO of, I think, the largest company that builds software for banks to handle mega distributions of money, like sending out a lot of checks, stuff like that. This guy is the CEO of a mega company that does exactly that. Okay. So what he's saying is he's trying to massively improve the internal systems of the SSA by hiring this person to go ahead and have him, create new systems that make it cheaper, faster, easier for the federal government to pay people. That's the idea here. All right, so here we go. Who is Frank? Frank Bisignano currently serves as the chairman, president, and chief executive officer of Fiserv Corporation, the world's largest payment and financial technology company that touches almost every American household each day. He has a long career leading financial service institutions through great transformation. Frank previously served as co-chief operating officer of JP Morgan Chase & Co. Prior to JP Morgan Chase & Co., he held senior positions at Citigroup, including chief administrative officer during 9/11, where he had responsibility for 16,000 employees in Lower Manhattan. Frank later became the CEO of the Global Transaction Service business, which was the world's largest cash management and treasury service business. He serves as the founding board member of the National September 11 Memorial and Museum, a founding board member of the Syracuse University Institute for Veterans and Military Families, and Mount Sinai Health System. So just to be clear, a superhuman, a mega human, a super ultra mega human. Okay. Now let's get to it over here. We don't know shit about him. We don't know anything about him. First time I've heard about him was tonight. Bottom line is, what do? We go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia says Frank J. Bisignano, born August 9th, 1959. That is a good sign. It is a good sign because really great music equipment, such as Fender, such as Gibson, was made in 1959. So he is of the vintage that he should musically, melodically, he should groovily be pretty good. But aside from that, I mean, we'll have to see what he does. All right. So he's an American businessman and the president and CEO of Fiserv. He previously was the CEO of First Data and the COO of JP Morgan Chase. In December of 2024, President-elect Donald Trump named him as his nominee for commissioner of the Social Security Administration. Now, what's interesting about this is that so let's just go through this. Trump picked last time basically the guy who is a mega business magnet runner person, right? He picked the guy who had the cachet store in all the malls with the older women's fancy clothing. He was a super, super wealthy Jewish guy, lots of art, lots of all kinds of stuff. But, it was another super business guy. But he was not, I think, that guy for the SSA. In my opinion, he was he was not for the people, the American people. Then we got Commissioner Kijikazi, acting commissioner. She came in as somebody who came from the nonprofit side of things. She was somebody who basically came from that system, came from that world. Then political change. We got a governor that was seeking to become president who was put in the place of the SSA. All right. So the bottom line is we had Commissioner Martin O'Malley. I think everybody would agree did a pretty damn good job. Now we're getting a numbers type of individual who can actually code in a lot of the stuff to make the SSA significantly more efficient and probably wrangle some of this AI to make the SSA work more aggressively. And there will probably be a lot of updates coming out. But do I think he will be pro-claimant? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know enough about him. All right, let's get into it. He was based in New York City. Bisignano started his career as the VP of both Shearson Lehman Brothers and First Fidelity Bank starting in 1994. He held a number of executive positions at Citigroup, with American Banker writing that he got his payments industry bona fides at Citi by running its massive Global Transaction Services Unit. In 2004, the publication Treasury and Risk named him one of the 100 most influential people in finance. So again, he's a superhuman, right? He's a super actuarial coding, running a massive business human. He's a super CEO. He was hired as the COA of JP Morgan Chase in 2005. CEO Jamie Dimon trusted him with integrating the bank's purchases of a foundering Bear Stearns Co. and bankrupt Washington Mutual Inc. during the crisis. Bisignano was also a primary negotiator in JP Morgan's acquisition of the Canary Wharf property in London and CEO for several of JP Morgan's mortgage banking divisions. In 2012, he was promoted to co-COO, and the Financial Times called him one of JP Morgan's most influential, yet least visible executives. Well, now he's going to be super visible. So this is going to be interesting for him, because if he's in the background before, he's going to be in the limelight now. Everybody's going to be watching him now. Let me tell you. All right, so here we go. 2013, Bisignano became chairman and CEO of the First Data Corporation, and his tenure attracted a fair amount of coverage in the press. He oversaw a technological push. Yeah, but see, that's the tech press. That's the financial, nice suits press. Now he's going to get a little different press this time. And his tenure attracted a fair amount of coverage in the press. He might do really well by people. We're going to be fair. On this channel, we're fair. We call it the Republicans. We call it the Democrats. We call it both sides. Some people feel that I've been a little harsh on the Democrats, but to be fair, that's who's in power right now. So, a little reality there. It also did not help how they handled, the petrodollar reserve currency, all those little details of the standard of living that the American people, and especially those that are on a limited, fragile class of individual income, known as retirement disability, widow's benefits. You know what I mean? Hey, so, all right, now here's the bottom line. Bisignano is also on the boards of organizations such as Continuum Health Partners and the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce following Fiserv's acquisition of the First Down in 2019. Bisignano, again, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. This is brand new. I've never heard of the guy. Became Fiserv CEO in July of 2020. So he's been serving with that mega company for basically 4-ish years, okay? A 2018 Bloomberg editorial suggested that in 2013, Bisignano might have been the source of a leak. Ooh, spicy. 2018, 2 years before he went in with this new corporation as CEO, the source of a leak regarding a federal investigation into possible manipulation of U.S. energy markets by JP Morgan. Ooh, spicy. Spicy. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe he's got a little cape in there. Maybe you pull up the suit in the back and poof, a little cape pops out. All right, we'll see. Bisignano is consistently rated as one of the highest paid CEOs in the United States. There you go. Trump tends to like ultra talent individuals from the private market sector because when he kept in a lot of politicians from the political spectrum with his first presidency, they all kind of stabbed him in the back at different times throughout the procedural aspect of his 4 years. I mean, look, you don't get that many people impeaching you that many times without a few et tu brutes going on. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. So in 2017, the New York Times reported that his compensation exceeded $100 million. His compensation was rated at approximately $40 million in 2019. In December of 2022, Bisignano signed a new contract with Fiserv to remain as president and CEO until 2027. In 2023, Bisignano's total compensation from Fiserv was $27.9 million, up 57% from the previous year, and representing a CEO to median worker pay ratio of 380 to 1. Under Bisignano's tenure, hundreds of First Data and Fiserv locations have closed, resulting in the termination of thousands of employees. Employees who previously had remote positions due to the COVID-19 pandemic or other legacy reasons have reportedly been particularly targeted. Oh, it's getting spicy. Politics. Bisignano is a longtime supporter of the Republican Party and Donald Trump in particular. He has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars towards Republican campaigns, including $125,000 contribution to the Trump victory in 2019. All right. We've read it. We know it. Here's my thinking of where this is going. He's probably going to come in and hyper automate a lot of the functions of the SSA using, private industry technology. Coders, to really get this stuff going. He'll probably mass dump AI into the system even more than it already is. The senators are asking about how the SSA is using AI. The SSA has not released a report that I could find yet that was really detailed. They released like a mini 2-pager report, but that was it. They did a little bit bigger one, but that wasn't totally, yeah. Point is, I think what's going to happen is that you are going to be seeing a significant amount of SSA employees basically, jumping ship. They're not going to work for the SSA anymore. And it seems like this guy is quite successful at running corporations with much fewer employees than they originally had. Which, to be fair, if he's making that much money, he must be making or saving the company significant amounts of money. So if he's able to take the software from the private industry and plug it into the hyper inefficient government industry that we have, not just for the SSA, but across the board. But of course, in this situation, it will be just the SSA. Then what will happen is, to be fair, that in this situation, he will try to make a more efficient SSA. Now, the SSA is already at a 50-year low, right? 1972, 1973 amount of employees. That's the exact same amount of employees they have nowadays. So I think what's happening is Trump picked a super talent CEO, the most highly paid, one of the most highly paid CEOs in America. But here's what bothers me. Why the hell, if you had a contract to be CEO until 2027, why the hell would you leave this Fiserv company, which is it is the largest or whatever? Why would you leave that to go work at the SSA? I mean, does he love politics? Does he love Trump that much? I don't know. But why the hell would you do that? Now, part of me says this guy's made so much money. Money isn't really an option anymore. Hey, you know what I mean? You get to a point where it's like, I got enough this and that. I got enough this and that. I got enough of those. I got a house in every country, right? You get to a point, it's like, what else do I need? So the thing that I see with this is maybe he's got enough money where it doesn't matter anymore. He thought, hey, I'll try something different. But to me, if you were in that position, Fiserv, making mega money, you were the focal point. You were the heavy. You were the big hoss of the financial industry. Bigger than Jamie, right? If you were that guy, maybe bigger than Jamie, I don't know. Maybe not. Why the hell would you go work at the SSA? You know what I mean? And I get the SSA is right within his wheelhouse. I get that. They process tons, 70 plus million payments, totaling over $1 trillion every single year. I get it. It's a lot of money that gets paid out. It's a big system. You are specialized for exactly this. I get it. You're the super talent. You're it. You're the best in America. I get it. That's why Trump picked you. I got it. But why leave Fiserv? That's what bothers me here. I don't know. Maybe he's just at this point where, to be fair, he has something left to prove or nothing left to prove at all. He's just trying something else. With that said, I will catch you guys at the final video tonight, where I go live and answer questions for free. You know how it works. 30 minutes on the clock. You get 5 to 7 minutes per call. Use a fake name. Ask your legal question. No story mode. Also, if you like this video, please remember to like. Please remember to subscribe. I know a bunch of you are tired. It is 1:10 a.m. in the morning. I get it. With that said, please head over to Google, type in Disability Resolution Law Firm or Disability Resolution Florida. Throw some reviews up there. I always love seeing them. Remember to hit that like button. Don't be chintzy on the like button. I will catch you at the next video shortly. Please remember, Mondays and Thursdays, I go live to answer questions for free. And, very important, if you have a bigger question or need me to figure something out, 1 hour private session contract below. That's where you can go ahead and get access to my brain for 1 hour. I will catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see you at the next video shortly, and I'll put the link in the chat. Thank you so much. Attorney Walter Hnot. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.